I'm Zoe Khan, also known as Proxymoron on the internet, and this is my audition for the voice role of Paimon from Genshin Impact. Given that I am not a properly established name in the voice acting industry, this will be my audition tape. Really hope you enjoy it, but first, before anything, I would be absolutely remiss if I did not acknowledge the work of Karina Bedger, who did the original voice for this character. I mean, regardless of anything, having voiced a character for over 5 years with probably tens of thousands of lines of dialogue, that's nothing to scoff at, and it's something that absolutely deserves respect and is something they should be absolutely proud of. And it takes a lot of work to do something like that. Regardless of the circumstances of their departure, it's a big deal, and it's so important. Especially as someone else on the spectrum, it was so important and so valuable to see someone else on the spectrum getting such a large role and sticking with it. And it's one of the main catalysts of why I have the motivation of doing this today. I wish Karina the absolute best in health, in voice acting, and all their other endeavors, and although they have left behind a large role to fill, I would not be making this if I did not think I could do the character justice. For this audition, I was looking to give Paimon a voice of my own, rather than mimicking Karina's portrayal. Paimon is such a fun and little spunky character, she's so sassy, and I wanted to portray that with this. While I may not be an established name, I know that I have the drive, passion, and ambition to perform this role in a way that is satisfactory or even beyond that. I take a lot of pride in my work, I indulge in many creative endeavors, and I never do things half-heartedly. I care about the work that I do, especially my voice work. I will do right by the community, right by the character, and right by the company. If you do decide to give me this opportunity, you will not regret it. I really appreciate you being here and listening and taking this time with me, and I hope you enjoy my audition as much as I enjoyed recording it.
Paimon is not emergency food. And you. Did you really just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean, hehe? Hey, so, Paimon thinks this guy's got a screw loose. On second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's probably all super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything. Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss. And a dragon. No pressure or anything. It actually opened. So you're not entirely useless, tone-deaf bard. So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon just doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent? Mondstadt has so many windmills, doesn't it? That's correct. The winds blow through Mondstadt all year, so this supply of water is very stable. Also, the windmills are what they call visible winds, and wind chimes are called the audible winds. Paimon guesses they can be thought of as mascots and prayers to the animal archon for protection. No, not at all! They're made of wood, and you can't eat them in an emergency either! Because all you'll do is grind your teeth down. Ooh! You scared Paimon half to death! You mean the angels share? But Master Diluc seems like a very rich man. How big a tip is considerable anyway? Cider Lake never freezes, no matter what time of year it is. The best apple ciders in Mondstadt can only be made using the fresh water from this lake. It really does taste great. Paimon could drink 2 big bottles in a second. Paimon finds that hard work hardly works here in Mondstadt. Just look at Huffman from the Knights of Favonius. He does his best at his duties every day, but the ever-relaxed Captain Kaya is his boss. Well, how about this then? Venti's the god of Mondstadt, and he's the laziest of them all. True, the animal archon is just a tone-deaf bard. What does he know about the wind? Paimon thinks so too. The rooms are sure to be big and clean. Mondstadt is full of wide plains and rolling hills. People say that when Barbados made this land, he used the storm to flatten the cliffs and valleys. Paimon's heard that couplets are a traditional art form in Liyue. If you can write a line that works as a second half to one that someone else has written, you'll be well paid. But linking the couplet is hard, so it's not easy money. Not only does the rhythm need to match, but the meaning has to as well. There's a saying of Rex Lapises that's commonly used here in Liyue. Paimon thinks its rough meaning is, don't play with your money. It's because the first Mora were minted from his golden form and given to humans in trust. People in the city keep telling us how Paimon is a super stressful place to work, but when we went to see it for ourselves, it seemed like hardly anyone works there, and the few people who do work there were hardly working. In fact, it looks like they didn't have a care in the world. What part of working there is supposed to be so stressful exactly? The Steambird's head office is in Fontaine, right? Paimon wonders what stories make it into their newspapers. Do you think they reported on our adventures with Dvalin? Or our duel with the Raiden Shogun? Oh, and everything that happened at the Academia! Paimon's heard that the earliest clockwork components ever invented actually work on a very simple principle. You take a long object made from a durable material, bend it, and wait for it to return to its original shape. As it rebounds, you can use the energy it gives off to power gears and stuff, and then you basically have an engine. It's hard to talk about the recent events in Inazuma and not mention the Vision Hunt decree. But you don't have a vision, so you don't have to worry about losing one. On the flip side, if you are caught by the Tenryou Commission, you also can't surrender your vision in exchange for your life. Paimon thought Paimon was never going to see you again! You just disappeared!
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours outside of the city wall, and you never came back! You promised Paimon you were just taking a quick look! Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted